Hey everyone, it's Robin from Hatha Yoga. Somewhat impromptu, I thought I would record a very short meditative practice that is intended for times of anxiety. I know many of us are feeling anxious in this moment, amongst many other emotions, and yoga has a lot of tools for us that are specifically created to help us stabilize our system and reduce this churning that we can get into at a time of anxiety. And so this practice actually is rooted in a chant which maybe you've heard many times in yoga classes, which is Om Shanti. Shanti gets translated frequently as peace, and that is correct, but it's a particular kind of peace. Traditionally, it's chanted 3 times, so I'm sure many of us have heard that Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And that is really referring to, may I not be disturbed by 3 kinds of disturbances. The disturbances from the outside world in the sense of things that are out of our control, earthquakes, floods, big events that we have no control over. So the first Shanti is, may I not be disturbed by that. The second Shanti is, may I not be disturbed. May I be peaceful amidst the turmoil that comes from my sort of immediate circle, family, friends, town, nation. So this sort of more intimate, but still external, potentially tumultuous disruption. And the third Shanti is may I feel peace within my own internal turmoil and disruption. So when we invoke it the 3 times, we're really saying, may I feel this complete peace no matter what is happening internally and externally. So this is really what we're going to bring forth in our practice today. It's a short one, and my thought was it's something you can do kind of anywhere. You could do it a few times in the day. You can do it in the morning. You can do it at night. It's very portable in that way. And we're also going to combine this chant, this Om Shanti chant, with what's called finger nyasam. So we work with the breath, and then we work with our hands, our fingers, and nyasam meaning placement. There's many ways to use this technique, but we're going to do a particular version. So I'm holding my hands up so you can see them, but you're going to do it with your hands resting in your lap with the palms up, and we do both hands at the same time. So I'm just holding up so you can see what I'm doing. And then when we do it together, you can keep your hands just comfortably in your lap. You could also do this laying down. So you want to be comfortable and feel supported. So for finger nyasam, the version we're going to do is you're going to start with your thumb and your pointer finger. And on your inhale, you're going to inhale and slide the thumb up the pointer finger to the tip. And on the exhale, you're going to slide it back down. And you're matching breath to movement. Really, you're matching movement to breath. So you're going to move your thumb at the speed of your breath. So it's slow. And you do each finger in turn, sliding the thumb up on the inhale and down on the exhale until you get to your little finger, and then you come back to the pointer finger. That's considered a round. It's 4 breaths. That's 1 round. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do this nyasam with our chant. So let's get started. Let's take a moment and find a comfortable seat As I mentioned, you could also be laying on your back. I'm seated, so I'm just going to continue in that way. The main thing is you want to, if you're seated, you want to be seated upright so that you have plenty of room to breathe freely and unhindered. You might even sit a little forward in your chair if you're seated in a chair. If you're seated on the ground, please support your hips, your knees, anything so that you're not going to be distracted during the practice. If you like, you could close your eyes or shift the gaze downward. I'm going to sort of limit the visual information coming in. And we'll tune into our breath, breathing through our nose if you can. In the Yoga Sutra, Patanjali describes suffering or dukkha, this feeling of unease that we have, according to its symptoms in our body and mind. One of those symptoms is a short, shallow breath. So anytime we make our breath longer and slower and more full and complete, we are actually countering that suffering, that unease in our body and mind. This is why we value so highly a long, slow, steady breath. So within our own capacity to shift what is uncomfortable and upsetting, just by lengthening the breath. As you start to create a nice pattern of a long, slow, steady breath, we'll start the finger nyasam. Again, for the video, I'm holding up my hands, but your hands can be resting in your lap or resting on the ground next to your body if you're laying down with the palm up. When we chant on the exhale, we're going to do one shanti to start with. So inhaling, you'll slide the thumb up the pointer finger. And as you exhale, let's chant. Om Shanti. Inhale the next finger, slide the thumb up. Exhale. Om Shanti. Next finger, inhale. Exhale. Om Shanti. Little finger, inhale, slide the thumb up. Exhale. Om Shanti. Now we're going to add on one more Shanti on the exhale. So next time, returning to the pointer finger. Exhale. Om Shanti Shanti. Middle finger, inhale, slide the thumb up. Om Shanti Shanti. Next one. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. Again, we return to the pointer finger and we'll do 3 Shantis. So it's very slow sliding the thumb down. When you're ready, take an inhale, slide the thumb up. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slide the thumb up. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Next finger. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Last one. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Just letting your hands rest comfortably in your lap. Continuing this long, slow, steady breath. Stay with the feeling. And stay here as long as you like. If your mind starts to drift away or you feel some tension returning, you could chant softly. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As you feel ready to finish up, if your eyes have been closed, you could open them. If the gaze was down, you can lift it up, take in your space. Maybe you do some very gentle seated forward folds with knees bent if you're on the floor, or just very gentle. You don't have to go all the way down to your feet, eyes open, 3 or 4 like that. And you come back to our more usual way of being. Feel free to repeat as necessary. This is a very simple, quick practice that we can do anytime we're feeling anxious. So, thank you, thank you, thank you.